It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the drive's going to start with, and right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go back to Pollard on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's caught by Howard. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Elliott. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans
At their 25-yard line.
ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got some space here. shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. 45 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Titans at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Willis now off of play action.
They'll roll him out right.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Haskins trying to pick it up.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. His hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To the air again, Prescott. And that's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Ready, break.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Willis. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Here we go.
Inside handoff, Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On second down, here's a run from Haskins.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On third down, it's Willis.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Flush to his right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Second down throw coming by Willis.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott from the gun.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. One of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
On the move to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Willis now off play action.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go, get out there, get out there. Let's go 47.
To throw is Prescott. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards to pick up there. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Chase Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Titans are right back in this football game.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
18
Willis looking to throw it. Check down, complete to Haskins.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. They'll go underneath to Haskins.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They go play action with Willis.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Prescott now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Howard.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And he's got it down to the 28.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down, it's Pollard. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
47.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Second down, here's Willis. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw, Willis. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Again, Willis to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Willis, got to have this one. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the air on first down, here's Willis. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Willis looking to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, great. Mustang 19. Cut 19. Cut 19. Second 60.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack.
It's 2nd and 21. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one will end in a victory.